we have what they call puja. Yeah, closer. And for those of you who are not familiar with it, or the word, or the theme, or just a bit curious as to what it's all about, puja means to honor. To honor. Honor means you lift up, you revere, you admire, and you praise. Mm. So it's really a lifting of the heart, a lifting energy. We lift the heart in a sense of, and this is really significant because when we lift the heart, it feels good. The heart likes to be lifted. Of course, often in culture and society, we want things to be level or even or the same. That gets a bit flat, really. It doesn't lift the heart. So to have an opportunity to honour and admire is beautiful, particularly when we have a really good impression of someone who's very worthy of it. You could extremely worthy of our admiration and gratitude. And spent, after his own awakening, spent all his life wandering, living a very, very simple, austere life. And then anybody who asked for teachings, he'd give teachings. Didn't matter where they were, right to his dying breath. That's a massive act of love and compassion and service, with not asking for anything back. And often had to train monks or nuns who were going astray, train them, courage. He's giving so much. And what he gave was something that we can all still make use of all these thousands of years later. And all of throughout Asia, Tibet, Mongolia, China, Korea, Japan, Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, all these countries were saturated with this culture, with this teaching. And through all the kind of great wars and famines and violence, this kind of thing has held people together. And if we look in our current day and age, it's pretty much the same scene: politics, wars, fighting, corruption. Who can you admire? It's pretty depressing. So we really, I think we all need to have that sense of something you can look up to and feel real unwavering gratitude to, and lift the heart. So this is what puja is about. And it's an emotional experience. So we use the voice, the chanting, because the chanting resonates in the body. Chanting comes from the heart, resonates with the body, and our voice comes out. When we share it, you hear all these voices, and they begin to merge. Because of the way our minds are. If we just listen as we chant, our voices come into harmony. If you don't listen, you can go off. But if you listen, by itself, your voice comes into harmony. And this is just such a beautiful experience. Harmony is beautiful. And you feel like your own voice is just becoming part of the great voice. And you can think, this voice has been going on for thousands of years, and I'm I'm just one part of that, a sense of belonging to a sacred transmission, a sacred act. So we'll bring up the chanting, and this evening we'll begin with what's called the dedication of offerings. So we have one on page 2. It's the same in the evening, but page 2 is the easiest place to find it. Just go through the Pali, and we'll go down to the end of the preliminary homage, Namo Tassa. And you can see what these words mean. So you can see what the words are referring to. But even more than that, you can generate your own impressions of the Buddha. Think, what do you admire about this person? What do you respect about them? So you bring that to mind. This is called recollection. When we use a shrine, an altar like this, then it's a physical act. So you light the candles, and candles represent wisdom, like the light, discernment, and then you bow, sense of really lowering yourself, and then as you come up, then you use your voice like you're offering your voice, like it comes out like that, and you place it to the Buddha, like you're actually offering your heart and your voice to the Buddha, so it lifts in its lifting quality. So let's pick up this, then we'll have a period of meditation and then look at some questions and see how the evening continues. So Bhagavārahang Samma Swakato Yena Bhagavata Dhammo Sampatipanno Yasa Bhagavato Sāvaka Sangho Namayam Bhagavata Dhammam Sasangham Ime Mene Yave Bojayam Satuno Bhagava Sunjira Parini Topi Vachima Janandana Manasam Yamesakani Gandhavana Gandhiga Haram Aya Sanghaya Araham Sama Sambuddha Bhagava Buddham Bhagavatam Vivadi Sukhato Bhagavana Namo Namang Namasami Supatipanno Bhagavato Sangho Sangham Nama Andamayam Buddhasa Bhagavato Pupapakanamakarang Naromasi Namo Nada Bhagavano Do Samma Sambuddhasa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. It'll take about 45 minutes, and to keep it quite simple points. Probably the one, there's one simple thing, one thing to keep steady with is this quality of viveka, which is a sense of distancing, or in order to get things in perspective, we step back. What's this? In a way, this almost is. Without this, there is no meditation. It's just obsession. Just get involved with thoughts and thinking about them. This obsession. So sitting still is not meditating. Sitting still is this viveka. That's the key. That's where the meditation begins. Because, of course, it is a itself is a very significant act because by and large we're always engaged. with our thoughts, with sights, with sounds, with emotions, with what to do, and it's always in it, and it's always coming at us. Everything's coming at you. You go down the street, everything's coming at you. So you can be averse to it, but that's not what it's about. You can try to ignore it. That's not quite what it's about. It's about finding an ability to, that's there and I'm here. Not, and really getting the sense of what helps us to do that is this axis. I talked about this spine, like this spine. You've got something you can really feel. And that's not going anywhere. It doesn't even that within our body. It doesn't even see anything, doesn't hear anything, doesn't think anything. It's not engaged. That part of our body, that sense of that center, is not engaged. It's not averse. It's just not engaged. It's not supposed to be engaged. The senses are. So this is this image the Buddha used of the stake rammed into the ground, and that's there. So you say that, and then sight, and you feel that. Oh, no, that's the pull. No, where am I here? And so you can do it with your eyes open. You can feel the pull. Or interested in details? Look at that. You want to. And then what happens as you step, as a step viveka, things lose their power. They're there, but they're not. They lose their power. It's just, oh, so what? They lose the power. And then we can decide what we want to engage with. And this time we're saying, right now, what we want to engage with is developing this center, this body, that's centered on the body. We want to develop this because this has got all kinds of resources in it that lead to awakening. Again, Buddha is very, very clear. He said, whatever states there are, he said, just like all the rivers run down into the ocean, all the skillful states conducive to enlightenment all run into mindfulness of the body. That's where they all go to. That's their gathering point. This is where they collect. So yeah, it's a pretty straightforward statement. So, in that perspective, then of course you can contemplate, this is desire, this is aversion. I can see what it is, the glow, something got promised to it. It's just a magic show. The really difficult one is your thoughts and emotions, because they seem to be you. Sights, yeah, that's something outside, but anything we take as internal, thoughts and emotions, that's me. I'm thinking. I'm the thinker. So we'll just let that be for a moment. And but can you sort of, there's a thought bubbling up, as if you're just stepping back to being the listener of the thought, to the thought. It can be all about your sister, or what you do tomorrow, or why you feel this way, or what's wrong with you, all the kind of stuff that thought does. And it goes on and on and on. Uh-huh. And you start to, when you get perspective, and you say, have you ever thought this before? Oh, yes. I think it every day. Uh-huh. Why do you do that? Most of your thoughts, I think it's something like 96% of them you've already thought before. Uh-huh. Why is it happening? Who's the agent? Who's doing it? Can you find her? Who the agent is it? No, it's just a habit. There's no purpose to it. It's just blah, 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 blah. All it does is tell me who I am. I'm the person who's got a sister like this, and tomorrow I'm doing that, and I shouldn't be this way, and I've got these problems. Who I am. All it does is tell you who you are. Mm. And it keeps telling you who you are again and again and again. So you believe it. Of course. Who's it talking to? Who's it talking to? If it's talking, somebody must be talking. Who's it talking to? Nobody's talking, and it's not talking to anybody. It's just babbling on. It's like a tape recorder. Because you can't find anybody who is talking to. And if you already know it, why do you have to keep saying it to yourself? Because if you've already thought it before, you know it. So why does it keep going on? It's like a stuck pattern. And this is really this embedded habit of self-creation. And it's the same old stale stuff over and over again. There it is. There it is. There it is, And then you kind of, as you just kind of contemplate it, and you step back and you, what on earth is wrong with this talker? What does she want? And so you listen to the emotion underneath it. Complaining. Oh, complaining. Oh, worried. Complaining, worried. Okay. Oh, guilty, feeling guilty. Then you get down to what's happening is very simple. Your head thinks 1,000 words. Your heart has one word. The one word is worry or uh, irritated or lonely or guilty. Okay. Now you see it. Then you go to the heart. What do you need? What do you need? Just need kindness. Just need steadiness. Just need presence of something or comfort and steady me. Okay, we can do that. We can practice that. This is how viveka, perspective, you're not getting annoyed about your thought. You're not trying to find a solution to it. You really want to step back so you can get it in perspective. What is this all about? Mm. And sometimes it's just as if something doesn't want silence. Silence makes me feel lost. So I have to keep talking to fill up the space. Okay, you're lost. Well, okay, where if you're lost, find your body, find your feet, find your breathing, Find in your heart the ones you love, the ones who've been good to you. Now you're not lost. You're here. Someone has loved you at some time. Otherwise, you wouldn't be alive. Can you remember that? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now just relax. This is the way we can do this viveka leading to a proper response. And then we see all this thought thing is just a crazy dream. Creating an identity when you don't need an identity. You don't need one. Sometimes you do. But when you meditate, you don't need an identity. It's just, you don't need it. It's better without it. And you get used to that sense of open space. And that's what it leads to. When these qualities are resolved, when the emotional agitation is resolved, when the anxiety or fear is handled with compassion, you enter silence. And it's not frightening, it's not cold. It's somewhere where you can deeply find rest. And so this beautiful realm. So let's take some time for cultivation. Yeah. And I wouldn't deliberately go into your thinking mind. It'll always be there. So if it's not causing any problems, just direct to the body. But if it starts going on and on and on, then take my advice, step back and come into your body, take a breath, and meet the emotion underneath the thought. Okay, let's take some time and I'll practice. So sitting, of course, if you feel more comfortable standing, you want to stand for a while or sit for some time, stand for some time. So you can just kind of really settle. Maybe we could turn the light down a little bit.